Okay, good day everyone. My name is Adibo Kenechiko Franklin, and I am here to talk about my project known as the Info Extractor. Now, what's the Info Extractor? The Info Extractor is simply a bash automated scripting tool used in extracting information about a Linux system. So, we are going to look over the various options which we have here. We're going to demonstrate them, and we're going to see how things work in the bash script. So I'm going to first start with demonstrating what option 1 does. Option 1 is simply going to show us the public IP address of the system. So I'm going to click enter on that. And as you can see, we have been given the public IP address of our Linux system. We are now going to move over to the bash script and we're going to see how things work in the automation tool. So I'm going to first of all start by clarifying what these things, what the basic things are before we get to what we need to understand on how the auth info extractor works. So this is simply the line used to enable the Linux system to know that this is a bash script. Without this line, the Linux system will not take it as a bash script. It will just take it as a normal script, as a normal file, and nothing would run. So we now move over to this. Okay, what you need to understand here is that this from apart from this line, this entire code this entire code you see here is a while loop. This is a while loop because this line is here, because these specific words of code are here. It makes all of this a while loop. A while loop consists of while and do, and at the end it has a done statement indicating that the loop has been done. So what does this while loop do? It What the while loop does is that it enables the code to continuously execute each function without crashing or stopping. Okay, so this works in a conditional statement specifically. When a function is called, um the code will keep running. Everything will remain as it is. And when the function is done calling what it is supposed to call, it returns back to its original process. In this scenario here, we're going to demonstrate how this works. Okay, now back to what I was saying about the option 1. Option 1 simply shows us the public IP address of the system. As you can see here, if we are to click on option 1, it would initiate this command which would give us the public IP address of our system. Now, I want to talk about this. What is this? This is a conditional statement. A conditional statement is a statement used to invoke a condition. This happens when we have a variable declared as the condition. Now, choice. What is choice? Choice is simply the input in which you're imputing into the system. Because I imputed one is the condition here. Because I imputed one into the system, it's going to give me one's condition. Provided that I have imputed one, it will give me an output of the public IP, which is resided to this condition alone. Now that that is said and done, I think we understand how number 1 works. We move over to number 2. We're going to press enter to continue, and then we are going to move over to number 2. The second option says that we are going to be able to see the private IP address. So we're going to test that. As you can see, we have been given our private IP address. Let's see how this works in the bash script. In the bash script, the condition 2 has been imputed, and provided that the conditions in the bash script are defined as follows. It will give us the output of the command host hyphen capital letter I, which is used to view the private IP address of the Kali Linux system. Now we move over to option 3. Option 3 is simply an option that will give us the maxed IP address, the maxed MAC address, I'm sorry. We're now going to look at what happens in option 3. The same thing applied from what I said about option 1 and 2. In option 3, provided that we had imputed our choice as 3, it would give us the output of this, the output of the command of this, which is used in giving us our MAC address. Okay, this command is used to give us the the various network interfaces. This is used to specify that we only want the MAC address to be present. These two are used to only output the first three lines, the first 6 digits of a MAC address, and marks the remaining 6 digits to enable security. Now we're going to move over to the fourth option. The fourth option is going to show us the five most used processes within the CPU. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate this. Okay, sorry. And now we're going to demonstrate this. And as you can see, we have been given the five most used processes within the CPU. We're going to go over to the bash command and see what happens. As you can see, the condition 4 has been called out. And you can see vividly that this command has been called out for execution, in which would give us our output, which is the five processes you see. Now, what this simply does, it simply gives us the it's this line of code will simply give us all the processes that are being handled by the CPU from highest to lowest. This will now give us the top five processes that are being handled. Now we move over to the fifth option. Press continue. Okay, now we're going to talk about the demonstration of number 5. So the option for number 5 says memory usage. We're simply going to impute this, and as you can see, we have been given how our memory has been used within the system. It's saying that we have a total of 7.7 memory present in the system. It is showing that we have used 1.2 gigabytes of memory within the system, and the remaining available memory is 6.5. Now we're going to look over to our system and look over to our bash script and look at what happens within the within the process. As you can see, when 5 is called, it simply outputs these functions. Outputs this function. This is used to check for the total amount of memory. This is used to check for the status of all storage systems, be it hard drive or memory. It checks for all of them. This is now used to output only the memory, removing the hard drive. This line is simply used to specify the total memory used, the total memory available, and the memory that is available for usage. We now move over to the sixth option. Now, for number 6, it is telling us that it would display active services. So I'm just going to simply click on that. And then as you can see, all the services present and active have been displayed. Now we're going to look at our bash script, and we're going to look at how everything works. As you can see, number 6 has been called out as our choice, and it has outputted this command. This command is simply used to display services that are active and are running within the system. Now we're going to look over at number 7, which is okay. So I'm going to demonstrate how number 7 option works. Number 7 will simply give us the top 10 largest files within the home directory. So we're going to test that. And as you can see, it has given us the 10 largest files within the home directory, which are these. We're going to look at the bash script and see how things are done. And as you can see, number 7, which is the condition which is called, it will give us the output to the command, which is this. This is simply used to give us the the disk usage status. That is this command. It is now this has now been given to us to provide that it is specifying the home directory. This line is given to us to specify that we want all displayed disk usage to be arranged in from ascending order to descending order, meaning that the highest will be at top or the lowest will be at the bottom. So this line is now used to specify that there will only be 10 lines. It will only display 10 lines of these to display the top 10. So let's say from the first line to the 10th line, that is what will be displayed. That would be how it works. So number 8 option, that is a no-brainer. That is simply to exit the platform, and we'll simply display that. We'll simply demonstrate that. And as you can see, our program has been exited. Thank you so much for your time. If you found this video insightful, please feel free to like. Thank you.